back to UMass. A spoiler alert. Oh, AJ found that video already. Sweet, thank you. A spoiler alert for those of you who have not been keeping up to date. We are now quite up there in terms of ranking. And as long as we don't drop the goddamn ball tonight, we're going to be in a very, very good spot. A very good spot indeed. God, imagine if we won that draft lottery that had Bayer. It's funny though, because I'm looking at it. And Joe Bayer projected to go 6th, 7th, and we took him 3rd. Because your boy knew. We knew there was something magical about the boy from Guelph. So right now for UMass, we are 8-1 on the season. Our only loss is to Auburn. And honestly, we're in a very good spot right now to hopefully win this conference and maybe even make a lovely national title game. So obviously right now we've just been beating up on the easy opponents. We have 3 games left, and then we should be very much in contention for the conference championship. At this stage in the standings, it's us and Bowling Green that are undefeated in the conference. So we really can't afford to slip up. We need to keep going. Excuse me. So we kick things off. I've already got the recruitment done for the week. In terms of their offense, we're going to want to pass a little bit more. And we're also going to want to shut down the pass a little bit more. So it's focused on the pass. So pass a little bit more and shut down the pass a little bit more. We are at the stage against these level of opponents where, again, it should just be sim and we'll be fine. Right? So about time we lose to Central Michigan. That would put us on a very bad trajectory for the rest of the night. So let's not do that. Thank you. 48-28. You gotta love when you kick things off. Look for things to go well, and ultimately things do go well. So, very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Ooh, natty conversation time. I mean, we gotta wait to see what happens ahead of us, right? It's Cincinnati and Ohio State. I think it was Ohio State. So I don't know what the hell's in the water in Ohio, but apparently it attracts really good football players. Unless it wasn't Ohio State, in which case, you know, just ignore me then. Bayard to Milan Lucic comparison. Safe to say he outperformed. Compared to Milan Lucic, becomes one of the top 5 players all time in the NHL. He did pretty well. The Akron Zips are up next. We are now going to be 9-0 on the season, and it looks like we might be 1 and done in the MAC. The ACC could await. Imagine, though, we potentially win a national title before we move to the ACC. That puts us into a rough situation where we have to say, so, how long do we go with this? I don't think there's a year's limit with this, and if there is, I don't know how long it is. 9-1, we are still number 3 in the nation. Hoping, praying. Ohio State loses. It's Cincy and Boise plays number 4 Nevada. We have a legitimate shot at making the national title game this season. As long as we don't screw up, there is a legitimate chance, if we run the table, that we're going to find ourselves in the national championship game already. Oh my God. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it has the fucking list right there. There's 11 people. Santa, we switched 5 minutes ago. You're just in time. Let's talk to Will Perry for 6 hours, 60 minutes. I always make that mistake. Again, I want to continue to focus on these players pretty much above all else. And we'll get into the conversation late for other players in due time. In the due time. Missed out on a Brady rookie auto card. And what were you going to do to get that? Sell your kidneys? Let's keep trying to get these sweeps. Come on, sways, sweeps, call them what you will. Everything is failing. Holy shit. At least you didn't miss out on... Yeah, don't compare this to a Tom Brady fucking rookie card. What the hell are you talking about? You are just trying to pump my tires, sir. And much like Roberto Luongo, I don't respect tire pumping. I want to get to the stadium with flat tires 6 hours later than I was meant to be there. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think you get the point. Alright. I went relatively cheap since it wasn't graded. Ah, that makes sense. I'm gonna guess it probably wouldn't have been graded that highly then. If someone's selling an ungraded card that they know is valuable, if they get it graded, odds are it wasn't gonna be graded all that highly. So, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, let's see. Shit talk Clemson there. Could have swayed, but it is what it is. Alright, so again, we are trying to prioritize the dudes on our list. Because once more, they were the highest rated dudes, or the most interesting prospects that we had at the start of the year. So it's worth still going for them and trying to go, instead of trying to go for a bunch of people. Warrior, what's going on, buddy? Late arrival for you, huh? Feel guilty about it? Don't, by the way, I'm joking. Always makes me feel bad when people are like, oh my god, I'm sorry I'm late. And I'm like, you're not late to shit. You shouldn't be here in the first place. What are you doing here? Went from 150, wasn't the best condition. Didn't see a lot of reviews for the seller. Ooh, that's a risk. Didn't want to get scammed. I don't blame you. I wouldn't have gone for it. I mean, different level in terms of, hey, jerseys and stuff, but, I get how it works. In terms of gotta play it safe. Mr. Sam Willis. Shit Talk Army. Go Navy! Glad this dude just admitted that he has a fear of commitment. As if that wasn't obvious, Sam. That is your real name. Jesus. Took a big nap. Fair enough. Oh, so close to gem territory. I mean, he has a +5. Luke Jackson. Muncie, Indiana. I never looked up who I was trying to remember that was from Muncie. It is what it is. Alright, old Luke Jackson. Let's see, Jeff White. What else do we got here? Shit Talk Michigan State. I feel like we have failed horribly on sways. Like, absolutely horrific luck on these sways. It's been crazy. Alright. 2 dudes left with an hour to split between them. It's going to be Pat Green. Should talk Ohio State. I can't believe Ohio State lost too. Like, that's such an opening for us. It's unbelievable. And what about Adam Keys, the athlete here? Should talk Wisconsin. This dude lines up with us so well. So well. What a week. Alright, let's go ahead and use the scouting time. Damn, that guy didn't go up any further. Disappointing. We'll go 30 minutes per athlete, because athletes take forever to scout anyway. And a late charge for these athletes who are actually interested in us. Alright, moment of truth here. Another big game. We can't afford to slip up. It's Akron. They're 4-5. They're a D-rated team. Clearly pass the ball. And look to shut down the run a little bit. This should be an ass kicking. Boys, do not slip up against Akron, please. You can't. You can't. I have to trust you here. You don't deserve the natty if you lose. Please. 72-14. Alright, maybe now I can have a little bit of confidence in this team. Jesus Christ. I think it was like 48-28 Bumblebee, if I'm not mistaken. The first game that we simmed tonight. Oh my god. Unbelievable performance there. Just commit murder, why don't you? Jesus. Jesus. Whew. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Whew. Will we still be third in the nation, or has somebody slipped up? That is the question. That is the question. And if anybody behind us honestly finds a way to kind of make up ground, which could very well happen. As shitty as that would be, you know, if someone else has a tougher schedule, they could jump us. UMass, my favorite college football team. I'm so sorry. Hey, we got 2 recruits. Not that we need wide receivers, but we get recruits. It's Barnes and White. It's going to be nice to have options. Nighthawk, take it easy, buddy. Not that we necessarily needed wideouts. We're still third in the nation. I'll at least take the fact that we're getting some good recruits that wanted to come here. Nevada lost a game and they're still ahead of us. Because they beat Boise. It's going to be on Cincy and Nevada to screw up here. Coaches have us third. The media has us third. BCS has us third. We have to win out and hope that Nevada slips up. So what it comes down to. Oh, God. Playing all the teams. They are absolutely horrible at everything. We can go 50-50 on this and be fine. Should be a win no matter what. Recruitment-wise now, we have more time to dedicate to another recruit, too. So that's good. 2-2, recruits. And clearly we'll focus on the secondary and the O-line, I guess, to fill out those roles. We actually lost Perry, the quarterback, to Boise State, which I'm not crying about because we already brought in Seth Davis, so... I mean, 3 wide receivers, a running back, and a quarterback is not quite what I had in mind, but I'll take what I can get. These are the only players left on the board that haven't made a decision yet. Cool. I mean, there are more running backs and wide receivers, but... I mean, we have the depth. Like, it's just a matter of locking these guys down. There we go! Luke Jackson, welcome aboard. We get the corner out of Muncie, Indiana. Welcome, Mr. Jackson. Mr. Willis, you do not want to make the same decision. I can't respect that, but we'll still fight for you. Honestly, keep playing the long game. Stick with it. Keep playing the long game. Do what I have to do. It's the best way to handle it. If we go to that final 5-week stretch. Mr. Cleveland, how would you like to commit? No, okay. We're going to need a couple of sways to go through for this guy. I mean, I'm more so worried about Ohio State in third. That is a, kind of like an ominous shadow looming over our heads right now. So a good week there for Cleveland, just off of sways. Harris, 5-star wideout. We're not giving up for him. He refuses to commit this week. A A lot of shit talking to Clemson in there. At least where we can. More sways. So again, this dude, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, we're guaranteed to have a top-notch visit. And if I spend 6 weeks on this guy in those final 5 weeks, we're going to be so set up. Like, so well set up. Because Netsoff didn't want to stick anymore, so we decided to break it. Yeah, over what? Barzell's back? Thoughts on the Henry signing. So, the Patreon extra that'll be up tomorrow for Deej and I on the pod. We talk a lot about all the moves in the NFL. We do talk about the Patriots a lot, as you'd suspect. I told Deej, I'm like, hey, I woke up to the news yesterday that Hunter Henry signed with the Pats. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, cool, I'm still dreaming. Just because, they got, what, Smith, and it was like, oh, okay. Well, they picked him over Hunter Henry, and then they got both. It's nuts. Like, I'm not ready to crown the Patriots Super Bowl champions, but I'm also not ready to say that the Buffalo Bills, despite signing Emmanuel Sanders, are guaranteed to win that division either. I think it's going to be a 3-team bloodbath, and then the New York Jets are there, and nobody gives a shit about them. You know? It's kind of where we're at right now. Alright. 7 Corners, Virginia. So the question now is, when I look towards the board, do we go for the players that are interested in signing here, knowing that they're easier to recruit? Or do we go for some of the higher rated dudes that are left? The problem is, you won't win that division with Cam Newton at quarterback. You don't know that Cam Newton's going to be the quarterback, man. Nobody does. There is no guarantee that Cam Newton's the quarterback on that team next year. All of his money's incentive based. Like, they're not tied to him having to be the starting quarterback this upcoming year. Now that I think about it, in terms of our recruitment strategy here, I think we do just focus on the guys that are here. The easy to acquire 3 stars, or maybe some difficult to acquire 4 stars. I'd rather just go for the 3 and 4 stars that have interest here. 17 scholarships left, and how many of these dudes in the top 100 haven't commit that even line up with what we're looking for? Like, Lambert's in the top 3. I guess you have Mills. Yeah, Lambert's in the top 3. I don't think there's room to make up ground. There might be room to make up ground there. God, I don't know what to do now. I guess now would be the time to try and make up ground for some of these dudes, and if we can't, then we just sit there and say, okay, let's target the dudes that are actually interested in coming to the team. Another corner and Andrew Good. Not against, stocking up there. Adam Wood, he's going to NIU. We don't need a wide receiver in Davis. Watson, future Pats quarterback. I wouldn't be against it. George Simmons, Deeks of FIFA Lord. I heard. Actually, this athlete, what is Simmons good at? Fuck. Fuck, keep doing the same thing. He's not a quarterback. Really good man coverage, though. Probably a corner. What's Hicks good at? Not a quarterback either. I mean, it looks like this guy's like definitely a wide receiver. He looks like trash from what I can tell. I'll add him to the board too. Johnson we don't need. We'll add Daniel Cook. Let's add Curtis Palmer. Don't need Thurman. Jamal Manson, why not? Like I said, we'll see if we can make it a conversation with these remaining 4-star dudes that are in the top 100. Don't need the quarterback and Joe Cameron. What about Jelani Strong? Cohen. Look at Brandon Poole. Alright, we'll leave it at that for the moment. So we got 250 left. That is a lot of scholarships that we can send out. This is what I'm seeing. So we will spam scholarship offers just to let the players know that we're interested. And if we can make headway, then we'll start offering out promises. Old Will Mills. Don't know why they let Fitzpatrick walk. I mean, you got to see what you have with Tua. How long is Tua supposed to hide behind Fitzpatrick? They're not winning that division with Fitzpatrick either. They got a better chance of winning it with Tua. You don't know if he's just going to go off. And he could. Like, the insulation around him is much better. Jamal Manson. I don't like that the U's interested in the guy. Out of Key West. El Mirage, Arizona. If only Arizona was a mirage. Except for Deke Slayer. Don't want my boy disappearing. I got a fake Ovi from 2015 Minute Classic. Fake jerseys are no fun. Gotta be careful. Gots to be careful. I've been fortunate to never buy a fake jersey, despite having bought over 100 jerseys. I don't still have over 100 jerseys, but you got the point. Alright, Andrew Good. Spend 30 with you. And we'll see if we can make up any ground for these dudes that were in the top 100. And if not, we're just going to focus on the dudes that are readily available and that want to come here. Save time. So we're not going to waste too much time with these dudes. A Panthers fan, been a fan since Super Bowl 38. I commend you for still being a fan of them after losing that game. Shout out to Jake Delhomme, who you never hear mentioned anymore. All right. This should be an ass kicking. 55-6. Let's go, boys. Finally playing at that level. Our only loss this season was to Auburn. There's no shame in that. There is no shame in that. I will take it. 55-6. We steamrolled these conference opponents as well. Absolutely steamrolled them. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Whew. Good stuff. Good stuff. Ah, damn. By the way, it's funny. Something else that you'll hear on the podcast as well. Obviously, we talk about the Bruins, and there was the conversation of like, oh, Philip Forsberg. And people are like, oh, you think the Bruins will get Philip Forsberg? And I'm like, nah, Kyle Palmieri. Well, what happens in Elliot Friedman's 31 Thoughts today? Sounds like New Jersey and Palmieri have begun conversations about his future. Nothing imminent, and I'm not making predictions, but it's underway. Could see Boston into the Islanders, or Toronto going in for him. Of course you could see Boston being in for him. As we lock down Keys, we lock down Jackson, 2 more 4-star recruits. Welcome aboard. What I think of Dan Vladar, he's the greatest. So week 15 is our bye week. Have we won the conference outright? Is there no conference game? I think next week would be the conference title, right? If I'm not mistaken. And in terms of the conference standings, we are number 1. The only undefeated team in the conference. So if there's nothing to do with the conference, which there should be because there's 2 divisions, then we're golden. But we do get a bye week. We're still at 3, which kind of sucks, admittedly. It actually really sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see what we got here. I wanted to sort it out by this again. So Lindsay we've been talking to a lot. He's on a soft commit. We're still going to go for these guys. So Patrick Lindsay. Can't believe Carolina lost to Detroit tonight. Did they? What's up with Detroit, man? Playing spoiler to some teams. They're turning into, Ottawa of the Central. Same thing. Play the long game. If we can get Patrick Lindsay, I know we don't technically need another running back, but this dude would be such a sick addition. Can't get Super Bowl 50 out of my head against the Broncos. Panthers should have won that. I mean, they should have done better than they did. I don't know if they should have won it, but they should have done better than they did. Would have been nice, too, because goddamn did that give, or at least did the Peyton Manning's better than Tom Brady crowd. They think it gave them more ammunition. Really, it just means that they were going to open their mouths for a lot longer, which just makes them look foolish. It's a shame. Michael Harris, 5-star wideout. Damn it. Talk shit about Clemson. Try to get those sways in there. And now we sway. And now we sway. Not a bad week. Matt Cleveland. I was really hoping that guy would auto-commit. Manning did nothing in that game. Shh! Manning didn't do much in both of the Super Bowls he won. Nobody say that, though. Don't do it. Tom Brady has winning drives, but shh. Peyton Manning, who got fucking decimated. Pat Green we've been talking to for a while, too. Let's see what we got for one Pat Green. When their flat hour starts on Thursday. I wouldn't be surprised at this rate. Which, honestly, I'm happy Vladar did that well for the Bruins, because I think it'll save Swayman from starting an NHL game, and I don't think he is ready. Vladar's had like 4 years experience of kind of toasting in the AHL. That incubation period of just being like, I'm ready. Wow, none of these dudes moved up, like, at all. Honestly, I think I'm just going to remove these guys from the top 10 out of the list. Like, I don't know. Here, let's go for the promises. We'll go one more week. If the promises aren't enough to, get these guys locked down, then we abandon ship. And we immediately start focusing on dudes that are actually wanting to come to UMass without any extra incentive. So, let's see what we can do in terms of, putting up a fight here for a lot of these dudes. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Clifton, Colorado, eh? Anarchy, I don't disagree about the idea of Yarrow leaving. I mean, Deej and I talk about this on the podcast. Not that I want to ruin it, but hey, all the more reason to check it out. It's definitely one of those things, right, where I've talked about it. The Bruins are pretty set at goal. Like, it's often overlooked because of Rask. But when the question comes up of, what do the Bruins do when Rask's gone? Vladar or Swayman. Both have pretty good odds of actually being decent NHL starters. Obviously, I'm very hyped for Swayman, who was the NCAA goalie of the year last year, but I mean, you get the point. Like, it's honestly similar to a Florida situation where, what did Florida do after Bobrovsky? Spencer Knight. Devin Levi's there. Worst case scenario. I mean, obviously, shit, even Chris Streaker's there technically right now. So, yeah, in terms of teams that are set up for the future with a goaltender or goaltenders in the pipeline that take the pressure off of who's there now, and once they leave, they're good to go. A team like Toronto, for example, it's like, well, is Jack Campbell good enough to be your starter? I don't know. Is Joe Wall going to be the guy? I mean, maybe. I don't know if he's the guy now. You also have the fact of like Ian Scott, but he missed that entire year. I don't want to overhype someone off of one game. I wouldn't say I'm overhyping Vladar to say I think he could be the backup next year. We'll see. Chris, good morning. How are you? What'd you miss? A nice little undefeated run. Got a few more recruits. We're looking okay. We're looking okay. The question now is, where the hell is the bowl game going to line up? And NHL-wise, we reached the end of our road with the Goons. It was emotional. It was emotional, I tell you. I'll just go ahead and waste the scouting points here because they don't really matter. Just see what we got. Alright, so like I said, next week will be the start of, if I don't make any room with these guys after the promises, then we just say screw you and go after the players that actually want to come here for our final few scholarships. I mean, again, team needs, it's always going to be listed like that, but we're actually pretty well set up. So to the conference championship we go. Are we still going to be third heading into conference championship week? That is the question. I don't know who the top team is in the other division. The NFL draft's going to be sweet. Again, the Patreon Extra has Deej and I talking about that, and whew, I'm pumped about the NFL right now. This draft is going to be nuts. The off-season's already been crazy. Retirements, ridiculous contracts, a bunch of trades that are going to be official later today. It's unreal. It's unreal. Honestly, every league I pay attention to, for the most part, is really interesting. The NHL is really interesting. The NFL is looking good. The Premier League's still pretty interesting. Even the NBA, keep a bit of a side eye on it, but I mean, my God, like, hey, here's the Nets stocking up. Like, pretty much everything, man. Even baseball, I'm interested. All right. We get the 5-star running back in Lindsay. We also get Perry. What about the CFL, XFL? We'll see what The Rock can do. We play Ball State for the conference title. We play Ball fucking State for the conference title. Cincy does not play. If Nevada falls to Boise State, there is a chance we could finish second. There's a chance Boise State could jump us. So odds are the national title game will be Cincy against either Nevada, UMass, or Boise State. Maybe something else crazy happens where it gives like Nevada and ourselves credit for playing and it bumps down Cincy. But the coaches have them number one. The media have them number one. The BCS has them number one. We need a little bit of help. It's absurd to me that Cincy's number one. If we look at the bowl projections here, we would be projected for the Fiesta Bowl for the second year in a row to play fucking Oklahoma. Jesus. Chat, it's time. No recruitment this week. Number one offense in the nation. The number one rush defense in the nation. They're going to pass a little bit more. But this should be a blowout. We win this, we have a shot at the national title. It'd be a shame if we missed out because of some weird rankings in this game. But it is what it is. We win this as well. We move out of the MAC. One and done. Out of the MAC. Up to the ACC next year. The biggest game in our history. To keep that upward trajectory going. Can we make it happen? Tony Bright in his senior year, 12 touchdowns this season. Look at the boys. The penultimate game of their UMass career for some of them. Ball State, call tails. And we win it. We'll kick. Let's see how it goes. First quarter here in the MAC championship game. Touchdown UMass. Touchdown UMass. We missed the extra point. It's a 2-yard rushing touchdown for Tony Bright. And it was an 8-yard rush from wide receiver in Walker. We go to the half. 16-0 UMass, 16-7. 23-7 is the score at the half. We go to the fourth. Ball State on the verge of scoring, and they do. It's 23-15. The offense scores. It's 30-15. (37-15). Grant with a 4-yard rushing touchdown. I don't even know how the hell that ended up being our ball. UMass. As we recover an onside kick, UMass is going to win the MAC. One and done for the conference. We will move on to a bowl game. The only question, is it going to be the national title game? We don't know. If one of the top teams messed up, and I'm looking at that ticker at the bottom, Nevada's losing to Boise State. Tony Bright is gone. Touchdown, UMass. No, what? You're going to call him just out? Nevada scores late. What a run from Tony Bright.
We might see another run here as it's first and goal.
I'm looking for that's right, the other team didn't play. We should be okay. Oh, Mr. Grant. Disgusting. A disgusting option from Daryl Grant. I'm so sad we're going to be losing him. That was gross. That was absolutely gross. Jesus. Let's just kick the point after. We already disrespected him. We take down Ball State. We win the MAC. We're going to the ACC next year. Now it's just a question of what happens from here. Are we going to be playing for the national title game? If Nevada loses, does it move us up, or does it give Boise State that much more credit for beating the second-ranked team? They're fifth. They beat the number 2. Is that enough? And I think it might be. I honestly think we're going to get jumped off of strength of schedule. I just can't help but think that's the way it's going to play out. Justice just ran into the fucking referee.
Wide receiver ran a simple out route, and the quarterback did a good job of hitting him in stride to pick up a few yards.
Jesus Christ. Oh, there was a flag on the play. It's going to be on us. This game's over. Clint Long was offside. They got the snap off in time.
The coaches will be giving them an earful for it.
We're already going to have a bunch of replays to sit through, so screw it. Let's just blitz the shit out of them.
First down. Under a minute left.
Yeah, you better get rid of that, buddy. You better. Man, Louisville went from 3rd last year when we beat them to unranked this year, huh?
Defense starts to get pressure.
God damn.
You've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Heads up. Oh, Dickens, it's a fumble. Clint Long has it. I did not think that was a fumble. I'll take it. Jesus, this team is so gross. JT ball for Ball State. Nevada falls.
They go with the option. He fights
will we make it to the national title game, or will they give it
He won't miss that tackle too often.
to the likes of Boise State?
Second down. They'll run the option. Gets out to about the 21.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards.
The wrong read there. I hope we'll make it.
Grant with the option. He gets hit out of bounds.
Please don't tell me Darryl got hurt.
Play was very well
I'd be so upset if Darryl got hurt because I got tackled there. Alright, he's still in. One more run here, Darryl.
Here's the option. Pitches out and the ball is up.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, that doesn't help now, does it?
Studio update.
Let's get you up to date on what's happening in some games with major.
Will it be us or will it be Boise State
Was tight.
for the national title? My opinion, it should be both of us.
They went for it on 4th down, Brad, and they came up short.
I don't think Cincy should make it. Catch it. Fuck. That's it. We win the MAC in our first attempt. We move on to the ACC, but do we move on to the national title game?
44, Ball State 23.
Oh man, this is going to be a long wait for these menus. With the number 2 team in Nevada falling, do we move up into national title contention, or are they going to give it to Boise State? Fuck. Are we still somehow going to make the national title game? And if we win the national title, then what the hell do we do? Do we stop? I mean, I suppose we could and just go with, like, hockey, story game. Which I, need to get back to playing this. Look at the boys. Look at the stash.
They dropped below 500 on the season with today's loss.
Our beautiful villain of a head coach. We win the MAC. We won the WAC in the Fiesta Bowl last year. This year we win the MAC. I'm gonna be in a month. Well, I know, right? How are we gonna bridge the gap for a month, or do we keep going with this until we get bored? Because I wouldn't say I'm bored. I really thought Grant was going to get hurt there just to screw us. That moment, Ball's quarterback shit his pants. If we went in there, I don't want to jump to the SEC. Grant was 28 of 39, 460 yards, but no touchdowns, and threw a pick. That makes no sense. We had 6 rushing touchdowns, though. For fuck's sake. Not a single sack allowed. 3 sacks. A pick from Guerrero. I'm so upset we're about to lose Wade Guerrero. Are we going to the national title game? I am nervous for this. This is a scary, scary setup. We win the MAC. Are we going to move on with Nevada falling? It's showing us at the Fiesta Bowl, but we don't know because Nevada fell. Are we going for the national title? Pre-playoffs for this is just, oh god, you never know what you're gonna get. I wish the playoffs were a thing. In 2019, season 8, are we going for the national title? I don't even know if it's season 8, it might be season 7. Come on. Come on. Come on. Not Boise State and Cincy. UMass and Cincy. Come on. Oh my god. Come on. Ohio State's quarterback wins the Heisman, whatever. They kept us at 3. We're playing Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. It had to have gone to Boise State. It had to have. I knew they were going to do it. I knew that's how it was going to play out. 100% it went to Boise State. The 5th team beat the 2nd team and took their spot. I knew it was going to happen that way. Boise at 5 beat Nevada at 2, and they swapped spots. I had a feeling that was going to happen. We have to settle for the Fiesta Bowl for the 2nd year in a row. I mean, Boise had to beat Nevada twice. They beat CSU, they beat LSU. You could argue their strength of schedule was a little bit more difficult. Had we beaten Auburn, there's no doubt we're in the national title game. I think strength of schedule was a big factor. Moving to the MAC was a big factor too, but then there's no guarantee that we would have had the record that we had. Still the biggest game we've ever had, back in the Fiesta Bowl to play Oklahoma. But that is a massive kick in the teeth. Stop the pass and definitely throw the ball. I just see, the problem is this might have been one of our best chances at the national title. That's the issue. So close, yet so far. No doubt in my mind, Boise State's going to win the national title now because they beat Nevada. I mean, yeah, no doubt. If there was a playoff, I think we make the national title game hands down. Grant, as a senior, finished 5th for the Maxwell. He was 7th in O'Brien voting. Bright was 10th for the Walker. For the first time we get people top 10. Burgess was up for the Lombardi. Holy shit, and we viewed him as a weakness this season. Robinson was up for the Ray Guy. No award winners, but we had some people that were up there. So close, yet so far. Clean bill of health. Heading into the national title game, Grant had the most passing yards in the NCAA. Grant finished this season 3,700 yards, 35 touchdowns, just 6 picks. Bright, over 1,000 yards with 15 touchdowns. Newton, who will be our starter next year, had 10. And again, Will Cox will be our starting quarterback next year. We'll see what happens there. 10 touchdowns on 60 receptions and 1,100 yards for Marcus Tyler. McCray, Clifford, Walker, all with 5 touchdowns each. On the O-line, very few sacks allowed. McCray and Montgomery will be gone after this game, though, which really sucks. Defensively, Clint Gordon led the way in terms of tackles. 20 tackles for loss for Burgess. 8.5 sacks for Burgess as well. He was great. Pick leader was Wade Guerrero with 5. I hate that we're losing Wade Guerrero. I hate it. Kicking-wise, 14 of 17 for Scott. Missed 2 extra points. Only 40 punts for Richard Robinson. We had a phenomenal season. It ends short of a national title appearance. We play Oklahoma. Our 2nd consecutive trip to the Fiesta Bowl. Not the way that I wanted this season to end at all. Not at all. Damn. Damn. Well, at the very least now, all we can do is win this game.
Closing in on kickoff
And
for the
hope
Fiesta
that
Bowl.
our
Wednesday
boys that
was
will be
already
leaving at the
Friday.
end of this
Take a
season, at the end of this
live
game,
on the field.
walk out with a W.
Including their warm-ups, and we are
We
just
have one
about
hell of a
set
record in
to
bowl
begin
games so
in the
far. We
Fiesta
beat
Bowl.
Florida State here last year.
College football, Brad Nessler and
What
Kirk
can we
Herbstreit
do?
will be on the call. Brad, take it away.
Against Oklahoma. Boomer goddamn Sooner, right? DMCA. Well, Belichick it away. Let's see what happens. I mean, we're guaranteed to be top 10 next year. First quarter of the Fiesta Bowl. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And on the verge of scoring again, it's 14-0 Oklahoma. 14-7 at the half. A late touchdown. Grant to Walker. I think the boys are deflated that this isn't the national title game. We'll go to the fourth. 14-all. 21-14. 28-14 Oklahoma. Let's see what we can do.
They'll take over.
Let's see what we can do here. Honestly, I mean, this has just been a horrible performance. I actually don't understand why our performance has been so subpar.
Setting up the play action. Rolling out to the right side. He's to the 40. And he's got the junior.
It's a shame our team has been this poor. Daryl Grant broke the school passing yard record, which is great.
He's taken a
Yeah, I actually don't understand why our team has been this subpar in this game.
From their own 45-yard
We should have been significantly better.
He may have changed things
Honestly,
up here.
send him underneath, send him deep.
Nice play fake. Good open field tackle.
Didn't want to risk throwing over the middle. Play it safe. I mean, we got plenty of time to try and get back into this. Like I said, it just sucks that we're in a situation where I have to try and come back. AJ, have a good one, buddy. We'll catch you later. Right fumbles. We recover. Jesus Christ.
Wow, very close to turning it over, but they'll keep possession of the football.
Way to play heads
I don't know
up.
if the
out
boys
there.
are deflated or
That's
if I
one more
just,
reason to play to
you
the
know,
whistle.
we're 0 for 5 on third down. I mean, Jesus Christ.
They come out in an empty backfield. And he's
What a catch by Stevens. He had no business making that grab like that. I'll take it, though. I just knew he was going to be open.
from the 40-yard line. First down.
It's fairly obvious. It's just going to come down to us being able to make a stop. Come on, Bright. Pick up the fucking play. Stop pointing. Just pick up the fucking play. It was a basic audible. What the fuck?
At the 28-yard line. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense.
Dude, Daryl Grant, though, again, not able to complete, not able to get touchdowns.
Making a good read and delivered a
You
nice
can get the
ball to
yardage, but
open
the
man.
touchdowns just haven't been there.
From the 28-yard line. First down.
Ah, I didn't want you going over. Fuck. Well, maybe it'll make him think about it. And Grant aired it out to the back of the end zone, you fucking idiot. Oh, Grant, what's the matter with you? That was an easy touchdown. He was wide open. Even though it was a lofted pass, it just should have been a basket catch in the end zone.
Looking to throw.
I love a catch there by Stevens. He's having a great game.
At the 5.
All right, gotta punch it in here.
First and goal from the 4. Looking
Gotta
for
punch it in.
Less
might
than
work.
3 minutes in the game.
Yep. Tony Bright gets the touchdown.
He made a great move.
TCU beat Alabama.
It was a perfect play call. They looked like they practiced that one a few times.
Good redemption there for Tony Bright after the fumble earlier in the drive.
It was an 8-point
Down by 7 with 3 minutes to go.
and it results in a touchdown.
Can we make something happen here? Don't mind stepping in to try and save the day here. I mean, the boys fought like hell to win out. Least we can do for him now is to try and get him a another bowl victory, right? Just play average defense here. Yeah, I can't really risk doing anything too crazy too early.
Who's going to rise to the challenge? Tries to set up a screen for the
I can't believe they just completed that screen pass with that much traffic. Holy shit. I can't believe that screen pass just worked. Fucking hell. That's brutal.
Swings it out.
You gotta be fucking kidding me that it didn't give Gordon that ball. Come on. This feels like the Auburn game. I feel like that should have been a very easy play for Gordon to get that ball. Fucking running the pistol.
Try to
Kidding
change
me.
the play.
All right, clock stopped.
The intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Damn. I don't know if this quarterback's a threat to run.
It's 2nd down. Oklahoma is up 7. And they make the stop at the 47-yard line.
I'm not going to risk stopping the clock just yet since it's 3rd down. If they get the fresh set of downs here, then we'll worry about it. Probably just going to let the clock run. Nope.
He chucks it downfield.
Intercepted, baby! Let's go, Justice! This is returnable! That was the worst blocking I've ever seen in a football game.
Interception Breeze.
That was the worst blocking I've ever seen in a football game. At least we got the ball, but that was the worst blocking I've ever seen in a football game. Holy shit. Dude. Look at this field. He just ran right through them. We run to the left, we get up to at least the 20-25. Easy. At least to the fucking Tostitos logo. That was the worst blocking I've ever seen in a fucking football game. Wow.
It's 1st and 10.
We get the pick. Honestly, it would have been better had we not. Why can't I snap the ball? Why can't I snap the ball? What the fuck? Why can't I snap the ball? Okay, I guess we'll run it.
Bright takes a handoff.
I don't know what happened there. Like, I'm just trying to snap the fucking ball. I mean, it worked, but what the fuck?
Possibilities for the coaching staff.
That was fucking bizarre. We got 2 minutes to march downfield.
2 minutes in the 4th quarter. Looks like he might audible out of that play. Grant with a nice play fake. Rolls to the right. He gives a pump fake. And he's shoved
Nowhere to go.
at the 30. So the quarterback scrambles for
Nowhere to go.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 30.
Not the best first down play in the world. Oh my god, what was that? So what I did was I planted my feet and then hit up to kind of lead the pass, and it registered as, oh, you wanted to step forward and unsettle your feet. I guess we can call it even for the bad blockers now, because that should have been a pick.
Now he's scrambling.
I got nowhere to go. I could have tried to go to A. Goro, thank you for the follow. We might be fucked here. I do have all 3 timeouts, but we could very well be screwed here after a couple of rough plays. We could very well be screwed here. This could be it. Or not, because Aaron McRae got open. Come on. Another magical overtime at the Fiesta Bowl. Who says no? Who says no?
Nice catch.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Jesus! I hit twice to get rid of the fucking ball. I hit the right stick twice to get rid of it. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened.
And he's tackled in the open field.
What impresses me so much is the guy's vision. He read the coverage perfectly to find his man.
Gonna have to start using my timeout soon.
At this stage of this game, they probably have to go to the air. He's out of bounds.
Fuck! God, come on! Oh my god, EA, you gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me that you made him run like that. Oh, that should have been so easy.
He really does change the play.
Oh, it should have been so easy.
Looks to pass.
We're fucked. I got nothing. It's over.
And he throws it away. There's a missed opportunity.
We got fucked. We got absolutely fucked on a couple of those plays, dude. I'll accept the loss, but god damn it, we got fucking boned there. Are you kidding me? I'm pissed that our team was even down by 14 heading into the fourth. Pissed. It's this play right here. This throw should have been right here. He should have been able to catch that and just go up the line. And of course it makes him step out. This season in general. This season in general has just been so frustrating. We lose to Auburn. We barely fucking miss out on the national title, and then we blow it to fucking Oklahoma. Boys, it's an all-out blitz, and you still let them get yards. Are you fucking kidding me?
UMass will take a timeout. That's their first of the half.
Honestly, I would have preferred to throw that interception when it should have been thrown. It would have left us more time to maybe make a stop.
44-yard line. Gives it up the gut.
Are you fucking kidding me that he fends off 3 people? Should have just taken a shot at the end zone. I mean, probably. Honestly, we had a guaranteed touchdown, but I don't know what was with Grant, but he just couldn't throw a fucking spiral when we needed him to. And that's it. This fucking team. I'm sorry. I don't view this season as a success. Does it count as a loss? No. Cool, we get to sit through this now. I don't view this season as a success whatsoever. Sure, we go up to the ACC, but we fucking blew it. We fucking blew it. Fuck's sake. Like I said, I never should have been in a position to have to score fucking 14 points to get us back into it. Never should have been there. We have the team to put up more than 14 fucking points against Oklahoma. And we couldn't do it. That sucks, man. That's only our second bowl loss. I'm not happy at all. This team fucking choked. This team choked. You can say what you want about me trying to fucking make something happen on that last drive, but like I said, it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't even have been that. Now we gotta fucking watch them celebrate, because if I hit the button, the game might fucking glitch out.
Evenly matched teams. Gets the W.
Well, we let's see the positives from this season. We go up to the ACC. What are the negatives? We failed to get to the national title. We didn't even win our bowl game.
For Oklahoma, they'll notch their 11th win in what has been an excellent season.
We don't retain our Fiesta Bowl crown. Yeah, I don't really know if the positives outweigh the negatives. Brutal. Brutal, 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 brutal.
And Aaron Andrews, this is Brad Nessler saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
sit here and watch this team fucking celebrate and watch us blow it in the replays. So. Brutal, 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 brutal. I don't know, man. I don't know what you can say about that. Like I said, I think if you look at the season as a whole, we get to move up in conference, which isn't surprising. That should have been a given. Like, we were clearly the best team in that conference. We missed out on a lot of the recruits that we wanted at the start. We don't make the national title game, and then we choke in the bowl game afterwards. I mean, Darryl Grant had a solid game, but we never got the running game going. And maybe that was the issue. I set the passing strategy to be pretty high up there, but it should have been. Like, their passing defense was trash. Maybe I set it a little bit too far up there. We didn't allow a single sack, apparently. Except for the one that we did. Damn it. I am not a happy camper after that. BBZ, what's going on? God. I mean, like I said, we'll still be probably top 5, top 10 in preseason, standing next year, but I can't believe we only put up 14 points in 3 quarters. Like, I know Oklahoma's good, but we had, the best offense in the country, and we were held to 14 points. I know it happens. Not saying it's unrealistic. I'm just saying I'm pissed. And I mean, like I said, maybe just the strategy was a bit too far in terms of passing. I mean, my strategy as well, maybe just trying to pass the ball a little bit too much. But you'd think with our receivers and the speed they have, they'd be able to get open. But it is what it is, man. Damn it. I mean, I guess for the people who are like, hey, I want this to still go, even if you win the national title, you're in luck. Because we blew it. We blew it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who leaves the team. We'll get to recruitment week 1, and that'll probably be our stopping point for the night. And tomorrow, if and when we play, it'll be let's set up the team for the next season. Hope for the best. Again, we're going to be in the best conference we've been in to date in terms of moving to the ACC. We're losing some really good goddamn players. Some really good players, some record holders, I'm sure. We know Grant's about to pop up for record holders. There it is, the most passing yards in a season. He breaks a record that stood for 21 years. Darryl Grant's now the record holder there. He is also the record holder for the most passing touchdowns in his career with 94. The previous record, held for about a decade, was 90. Those are the 2 records to be broken. So both our quarterbacks so far, in Darryl Grant and Kenny Cobbs, are in the record books. We drop down to 6th. Oklahoma finishes 2nd. So we do finish as a top 10 team. Cincinnati ran the fucking table and won the national title. I am pissed. An 83 overall team just won the national title, and a 99 overall team didn't even win their fucking bowl game. I cannot believe Cincinnati just won that goddamn national title. Jesus. That is a bad, bad look for us. Yikes. I mean, in fairness, it's a bad look for everybody, because Cincinnati won the national title. It's like, I know we lost to a fellow 99 rated team. goddamn. I can't believe Cincinnati just won the fucking national title. Gross. Not that I have an issue with Cincy, but just... what a disappointment. It's like the ultimate disappointment. Oh my god. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate it so much. So let's find out who's leaving. Of course, we have our seniors, but if any underclassmen as well want to leave, that will also affect the team. We had to convince some people to stay last year, who are now leaving this year. Alright, let's rip this band-aid off because this is going to be brutal. Now, Will Cox wants to leave. I am going to try to convince him to stay. Darryl Grant, as a senior, has declared for the pro draft. He is projected to be a 5th-round pick. Grant finishes again with those 94 touchdown passes in just 3 years to 25 picks. Unreal. And then in the running game, he added another 14 touchdowns. So, I mean, Darryl Grant was everything I wanted from our Cam Newton clone. Will Cox. I'm just going to go for the degree. Alright, Will Cox is staying. Thank God for that. We have our quarterback for next year. Running back-wise, no surprise, senior Tony Bright is leaving. He is projected to be a first-round pick. He'd be our first ever first-round pick. 29 career touchdowns, 16 of them this season. We have to convince Paul Newton to stay as well. And he did. So we keep our quarterback and running back, thank God. Wide receiver-wise, we lose Darryl Holt. He bounced around from tight end to fullback to wide receiver. 45 receptions this year with 3 touchdowns for Darryl Holt. Aaron McCray also leaves. 91 rated tight end, projected for the 2nd round. 15 touchdowns in his tenure. On the O-line, Dan Miller, a freshman tackle, wants to leave. 74 overall. He's going to transfer to Duke. I can't stop him. Colin McRae, 91 overall guard, graduates, gave up just 14 sacks. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. At right guard, we knew it was coming. We are losing Robert Montgomery. He looks to go pro, projected in the 4th round. Just 10 sacks allowed in 4 years. Absolute beast. We are also losing Mike Bates to graduation. Only gave up 2 sacks in 2 years that he played. Defensive tackle Chris Dickens is also leaving. He graduates. 5 sacks in his 4 seasons, only 28 tackles. Linebacker Eric Bailey is leaving. 93 overall. He is also projected for the 1st round. 107 tackles, 9 sacks, 5 picks in 4 years. At corner, we are losing Wade Guerrero, who is projected for the 1st round. 58 tackles, 15 picks. For the 6'5 corner, 93 overall. Seth Robertson, another senior, also projected for the draft in the 6th round. 32 tackles, 4 picks. We are losing Ivan Sims to graduation. He played. He was a depth option. And we're also losing Stephen Bolden. Holy shit. That's going to be tough to replace. At safety, we're losing Wendell Justice, who did have that pick at the end of the Fiesta Bowl. 7 picks in his career. And we're also losing John Goodman, who was projected to go in the 4th round. I don't know if we'll be as strong of a team next year as we are this year, because look at the talent we're losing, guys. Holy shit. I don't think we can survive this exodus to be what we were this year, next year. Especially going to a higher conference. I think we need to reduce our expectations a little bit over what next year is going to be. Because I think we're going to absolutely suck. Draft results. For the first time, we have a first-round pick, and matter of fact, we have 3 of them. Tony Bright, Eric Bailey, and Wade Guerrero all go in the first round. Aaron McRae went in the 2nd, Montgomery and Goodman in the 4th, Darryl Grant in the 5th, Robertson in the 6th, and Holtz in the 7th. So by far our biggest class to go pro. 3 first-rounders, no real surprise there. And nobody wants to transfer here. I wonder why. Oh, God. So this recruitment setup just got very, very, very interesting. Like, very interesting, because there is a chance that we are going to have some troubles. Like, there is a lot of pressure right now on this team. We have 14 scholarships left, 27 dudes on the board. And for the dudes that we added late, even with promises, we couldn't really make up any ground for these guys. Okay, some we did, some we didn't. Interesting. God, so now it's, I think, a fine balance between the players that actually want to be here. Maybe I just didn't make the promises for these 4, though. I think we keep all these guys on the board. Again, these are all guys who are in the top 100. Let me look at the dudes who want to sign here. Again, we got a top 9 recruit. Who wants to sign here? So we have 2 more dudes that are 4 stars. And then the 3 stars, it's kind of a tough call. There is a 3-star quarterback, but let's be honest, we don't need a quarterback. He's actually pretty fast as a scrambler, but we really don't need him. We don't need any of those running backs. We don't need any wide receivers. Don't need the tight end. Although we actually do have other tight ends on the board. Maybe I'll just add them. We'll look at the 3-star tackles as well. That dude's bench is way too low. But we can add King and we can add Kane. At guard, we'll add the 3-star. His bench is very low, but it is what it is. Bunch of 3-star defensive ends. I know we only have 2 spots left as well. Let's see, we got defensive end, we got defensive tackles, we got linebackers. I needed some corners too. I gotta sort out this board really quickly. Oops, didn't mean to go by state. So position-wise, we got a quarterback. We ended up with 3 running backs. It just kind of is what it is. I'm still gonna go for Harris because he's a 5-star. Tight end-wise, I mean, Ryan Cook. We don't really need a tight end. If we can get one of the 4 stars, then we do it. So we'll take out Cook. Got the 2 dudes to tackle, dude at guard. Couple of options at defensive end. Couple of options at linebacker. Still got 3 dudes at corner. We got the 1 safety who could be moved over to corner. And then we got the crap load of athletes. Who admittedly I'm just not that sold on. I need to see what these guys play. Pat Green. I mean, quarterback. Good pursuits. And quarterback and a defensive end option, but clearly a quarterback. I don't need him. We should focus on somebody else. George Simmons. I can tell pretty good man coverage. Could ultimately be a corner. Or safety. Hicks, not a quarterback. But certainly not a defensive option either. Doesn't have the size to play anywhere else. We'll remove him. Dan Cook. Definitely not a quarterback. Good catching. Probably more of a wideout. Take him out of there. Jamal Manson. Definitely not a quarterback. Not good at tackling either. He's going to be a power back. Don't need him. Let's see. Mike Cohen. Not a quarterback. Decent man coverage. We'll hold on to him. And then Mike Roberson. Definitely more of a quarterback. Which again, we don't need him. Alright, so that opened up some spots. Let's see who we can add in terms of the dudes that actually want to be here. I think that's the best way for us to go right now. I mean, Manson, Green, and Roberson we just removed. Let's see what we got. I think at this stage, you know, we prioritized the season looking at the highest rated dudes. Now it really is, let's just look at the dudes that want to sign here to try and lock these guys down. I mean, Brent Williams is by far the fastest. Come back there if we need to at corner. Take a look at Roland Stewart with him being the fastest. Linebacker, we got nobody. Cubbies, what's going on? You have arrived just in time to hit the near end of this stream. Well, what's happening? DT. If I take this guy, he's a beast. It's been a little bit of a rough night on college football, admittedly. This team has a choking problem. It's a damn shame, but it's true. Alright, let's see who else is available here then at the end. So for the 4 stars, they're all athletes. Again, I don't need them. What do we have for 3 stars that are interested? There's quite a few people. Quite a few. Jesus, I didn't think it was that many. Aw, heck. Love it. Okay, we don't need any running backs. We don't really need anybody on the offensive side of things. So 3 stars defensively. Some matte defensive ends. Pretty decent defensive tackle in Brewster, who I'm in first for. Bama and Ohio State are in for that guy, too. Some okay outside linebackers. Out of here, boy! Corner. Cubbies with the self timeout. Fair enough. I respect it. Couple of decent corners again. Let's go for that defensive tackle. Again, if Bama and Ohio State are interested, so am I. And then one more corner. There's a weak-ass bench press, but he is fast. Best speed, best bench, best squat. Well, that doesn't help. And we're in first for this guy, why not? He's second there, he's second there, and he's first here. Abraham Oliver, let's go for him. So we get the board set up. I'm tempted to do 1 week's worth of recruitment, which will turn into 3, as we all know. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. So again, I want to focus on Harris. We'll do 20 minutes since we're in first for him. Schedule him for that week 1 visit. And again, now is the time where we go on the attack here. And there we go. We got a couple of greens. That should be a tremendous visit. Tight end wise. We'll go with the visit here for Smith. And unfortunately, since Smith is a newer recruit, I have no idea what he cares about. So this might be a rough visit for you, sir. But we'll go for it. Honestly, Turner, I think I'm going to have to do like 20 minutes per person right now. Even if we're not in first for him, I can't risk it. It's Trash Talk Mississippi State. Just got to get as many people in on the visit this week as possible. And scheduled for one. On the O-line, Derek King. What do we got for you? First and foremost, scholarship. Get you in on a visit. And holy A's, Jesus. Hope for the best there. Ron Kane. Good old Ron Kane. Let's see what we can do with you. Jeremy Lee. Go for the scholarship. Go for the promise. What's up, Altex? Need to figure out how to pretzel rock. You do. It's all about the pretzel rock. Curtis Palmer. Schedule you for that visit, and let's hope we can trash talk Georgia. We can absolutely trash talk Georgia. Well, Texas is going okay. Again, trying to wind down the stream, but I get addicted to this game when it comes to stuff like this. Let's see, Jelani Strong. Should talk USC. That didn't go that well. Again, schedule you for the visit this week. And hope for the best. Mr. Collins, we're down into third. Scholarship. Get you in on that visit. Not necessarily a bad thing. It is when you try to not destroy your own sleep schedule. Then it becomes a bad thing. It's a sign of a good game, but too addicting. And you try to scout someone from Kill Devil Hills a little bit too late into the evening, you know? See, Demetrius Brewster. Would be a good setup on NASCAR streams. Would be a good setup on NASCAR stream. What's the sleep schedule? I don't know, man. Not really aware of one. I'm a streamer. I make YouTube videos too. You know, sleep is fleeting. Let's see, Will Mills, get you on that week 2 visit. Might as well find the importance there. Brandon Poole. Try to shit talk our defending national champions in Cincy. I still can't believe that fucking happened. Let's see, Towns. Scholarship for you. Promise for you. See if we can drag out this time properly. David Parrish. I need you for depth. And I mean, if Michigan and Tennessee are interested, you must not be completely horrible. At corner, Maddie Cleveland. Get you on that week 2 visit. Talk some shit about Nebraska. Diamondbacks will be in St. Louis for 3 games at the end of June if there aren't tickets. I'm gonna go ape shit. I mean, hey, it could be worse. It could be me who got refunded for tickets, and then a week later they said, "Hey, the event's been rescheduled." Even though the last time we said if it's, if it's rescheduled again, we're just gonna outright cancel the tickets. Literally a week ago, I got my fucking refund on those tickets, and then they're just like, "Oh well, it's actually still gonna happen." So now it's like, cool. Do I still go to this show in September now, with worse tickets than what I had? I don't know. Pretty pissed off about it, though. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. So, shout out to Ticketmaster for their great communication. Where I debated for months over, do I get these refunds? And then right as I get them, it's like, LOL, you shouldn't have done that. Some grade A bullshit. Let's see, we got 4 dudes left. Let's do like 60 for George Simmons just to get into the fight. Yeah, I had a feeling the promises wouldn't be there yet. Someone we haven't really talked to. See if we can take him away from the gawk. My mom bought 2 tickets for a Rage Against the Machine concert. That's hilarious. That was their schedule, and there's still questions if it's happening. $600 tickets. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. But the tracks kept the money. I mean, you can't be surprised that people... Hilarious, yes. Yes, hilarious. See, Matthew Williams, get you your scholarship. And there it is. Well, we haven't had an auto commit in a while. Matthew Williams gets a scholarship offer and goes, yes, please. So, welcome, Mr. Williams. I hope you're actually good at the sport. We haven't had that happen in a while. Yeah, I hope you're actually good at the football. I have no idea if you are. I just knew you were interested and we're going to be an easy recruit. Didn't think you were going to be that easy, but here we are. Really proud of a meme I made. It's something nobody should ever say. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'll text. Nobody should ever be like, yeah, this meme, I'm proud of this. You shouldn't be. Alright, let's see how much we can gain here. I mean, we're in first already. Keep shit-talking Stanford. I got no time to win him over. Unfortunately, the shit-talking's not going well. Alright, well, that's our first week of scouting in the books. Got 10 minutes left over. Pretty much have no idea how this is going to go down. Let's get our scouting in there. Sabres related. Now you especially shouldn't feel good about it. Just let Sabres fans lay down in their bed and die. There's no need to poke and prod. Just let Sabres fans lay down and die. There's no need to torment them. It's bad enough as it is. You don't need to add to it. Have some mercy. Jesus. Have some mercy for the poor fan base, would you? God damn. God damn. Alright, let's see how this week of recruiting goes, and then I really have to call it. I don't comment them, so it's alright. I considered being a fan once, but I dodged a huge bullet. You sure did! Congratulations. Imagine choosing to be a Sabres fan. I can't really imagine anything worse than choosing to be a Sabres fan as we finally get that 5-star wide receiver. Thank God. I mean, the amount of choices we're going to have at wideout this upcoming season, it's going to be fucking nuts. We need 2 guards and 2 corners according to the board. I'm not too worried. Right now, it's literally just get the best players that we possibly can. So we ended up with 4 wide receivers and 3 running backs because it's a fucking walking meme factory here. We're in first for these tight ends. Looks like we're in first for like everybody we're talking to. Except for Towns, who went to Northwestern, or... yeah, I think that was Northwestern. I deleted it too quickly to really look. Okay. We are basically in first for everybody that we're looking at. Wow. So in theory, we get our pick of the litter, but also just make sure we end up with the best players possible is what we're looking at right now. That was when Vanek was playing for. In fairness, there was a time where I really liked the Buffalo Sabres too. But that's when, you know, their AHL team was my favorite AHL team. So it made sense in that way. You notice how I'm struggling to put down the controller still? Because we're so close to completing the pieces to this puzzle. What about being an Oilers fan? I mean, an Oilers fan, it's not as bad as being a Sabres fan. At least you have Connor McDavid. I mean, a Red Wings fan, Red Wings fans don't get to complain. I don't care if you weren't old enough to enjoy the success, you don't get to complain. Sorry. No one's gonna have any sympathy for you. No sympathy. That is just not a thing you're gonna get. That'd be like a Patriots fan in the next, like, 10 years. Like, yeah, no one's gonna have any sympathy if the Patriots suck over the next few years. That's just not gonna happen. You will get no sympathy. Let's see, Dallas Smith. If we go 20 minutes each, we should be okay. At this stage, it's just a matter of hoping that we can shit talk teams, because I can't even bother trying to invest in Discovery right now. Except for the dudes that we've been fighting for all season. Now is the time where that research comes home to roost. And I still need to put down the goddamn controller. Jesus. See, Lamberts. Let's get you in for a visit this week. And try to shit talk Bama to mild success. At this stage, while we technically have positions of need, I think if we do just get the best players available here, we'll be looking pretty good. It's honestly first come, first served, because there's no guarantee that we're going to get all these guys. But thankfully, no matter what, we're going to end up with a strong recruitment class here. So, feeling pretty good about what this is going to be and what this team could be next year, even if they're not going to be as good. Andrew good. Shit talk Boise State, even though they went to the national title game and we didn't. Trying to make up ground. Let's see, Mr. Poole. Shit talk Cincy. Just make the pitch. Get the points. One time was Mon's a Sabres fan. That's unfortunate. I read the rest of it, but that's my response to that is, there's a Sabres fan. That's unfortunate. Highly, highly unfortunate. Let's see, we got 34 dudes on the board, and I forget how many scholarships, but a very limited amount. I don't really think there's a point in adding anybody else. You really don't want to go to Bowling Green, by the way, Mr. Palmer. I bought a Buffalo Slug jersey for $30. I bought a Buffalo Slug jersey too, and then the dude acted all weird, so I'm like, well, let's not do this. $30 isn't too bad, though. The joys of not having to search for 2 X's. Let's see, Brent Williams. A lot of week 2 visits coming up here. Shit talk Southern Miss. Ryan Miller on the back of it. That's my issue with blanks, is you can get blanks cheaper, but then it's like, hey, you want to spend $100 to get it customized? Unless you know someone and have a hookup, have fun. And it's like, I'm not really going to have fun here, am I? Not really going to have that much fun here. By the way, what I just realized is our pro potential just skyrocketed. To have that many people turn pro for the first time and to have first round picks, the pro potential reputation of this school just went sky high. It's the Buffalo Slug, the jersey with the head of the buffalo, like from 09. Yes, not the red and black one. That's known as the goat head. The Buffalo Slug, though, was the blue and yellow era. That was very similar. All right, 5:20 left. So let's see. Keep going. Week 3 for Roland Stewart. Get you another promise, sir. We got 6 people left. Let's go half an hour here for Adam Davis. Get you another visit next week. Complete these promises. And then Marcus Collins. LaPlace, Louisiana. La. God, put down the controller, you idiot. Go to bed. You're gonna ruin your sleep schedule. Like, I can actively see myself fucking it up, yet here I am. The addiction. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Fuck you, UConn. Fuck you. Get shit talked. UConn, you can't. So step away from the tackle. Was that awful? Yes, it was. Just realized how weird the playoffs work for an RS hockey league. How so? Thought the same thing with Wreckfest. It's fucking tough. Screw later. I live in the now. And right now, I want to sign some dudes to a college football commitment. Can't say contract because that insinuates getting paid. And none of these men or women are allowed to make money. How dare you? You should just be happy that you get the privilege of being a college athlete. while we make millions, bajillions of dollars off of your hard work. Welcome to capitalism. Have fun. That's right, I said it. I want girlfriend to kill me again. Yeah, probably not. That's the real thing, is just like, okay. Like, if I was single right now, I'd be like, ah, fuck it, I'm staying up, let's go. Not being single, it's like, do I want to see the look on my girlfriend's face when I wake up at 3 in the afternoon and she's just like, how you doing? Yeah, I don't really want to see that look. I mean, she doesn't guilt trip me for it, but she reacts in a way where I essentially guilt trip myself for it. And it's a hell of a time. Alright. I think we will get the epic conclusion of what is going to happen with this team next week, because again, the remaining stages of the offseason, it's difficult with the moving players around, moving to a new conference, stuff like that. I don't know how mine doesn't. I don't even get paid for this. Fair enough. With that, I think we'll see if we get any recruits. Hard stopping point. Chop. And we'll be fine. Speaking of which, I've been talking to a girl lately. Shocker. Well, you said it, not me. Just remember that. Congrats, buddy. Play it safe in a COVID environment. I met my girlfriend right before shit hit the fan, about a month before shit hit the fan. So any later than that, it wouldn't have happened. Hello! 3-star safety, 3-star tackle, 3-star DT, 3-star corner, another tackle. Well, we just locked down some 3 stars, baby. A little bit of depth. I want to see where we stand. Apparently we need guards in another corner, but where do we stand? Second best recruitment class in the nation with 2 5-stars and 10 4-stars. Fucking Bama. I knew they'd be up there. So that leaves us with 7 scholarships. And I think at this stage, we need to prioritize the best of the best, right? Because I can pull scholarships from the other people. Like, obviously, if I can get Mills... I think if we have 7 scholarships, we probably leave 12 people on the board. I mean, that makes sense in case some people cancel out. King Lime, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. We are rocking the greatest jersey the New York Rangers ever had. And I will let you figure out who the number 30 would be. So really quickly, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, do we have... It says we need guards, right? So I should leave the guards and the corners on the board. Hold on. Fuck, put down the controller, stupid. So we have 2 tight ends, which I'll ignore them for the moment. So it's 1. Oh boy. Technically it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I got 14 people on the board. 15, 16. So I really should remove a couple of people. The lowest rated guys gotta go. Let's finish scouting out Roland Stewart really quickly. Oh shit, he's good. He is good. What about, I mean, Jeremy Lee has to stay no matter what. The athlete's not even worth it. I have no idea who we're going to take off the board here. I mean, that's just off of the team needs, though. How good's this linebacker, David Parrish? He's a gem as well, okay? How good is Collins, who's on a soft commit? Honestly, it might just be best to leave all these dudes on the board and hope for the best. It might be. It might just be best. We have 7 scholarships left. We get who we get. And we take it from there. Is it Kirk McLean? It is not, is it? It's a Henrik Lundqvist. Solid guess, though. God, what are we gonna... I think that's all we can do right now. Is just keep all the people on the board. As much as I want to make sure I get the highest rated dudes, there's no guarantee. We'll take it as it goes. In terms of trying to lock down the best of the best. We got a couple weeks left of this. As much as I desperately want to continue it, I can't. The girlfriend will kill me. So we're looking good. I still think tonight overall, again, just kind of failing to get the results. I'm not happy. But we'll see if we can bounce back. I mean, we're still in a tremendous spot. And I mean, I don't know where we're at right now in terms of where... I don't think I can look at Outlook right now. I cannot, but I'm fairly optimistic about what we can do moving into 2020 before we know it. Guys, the mystical, magical year known as 2020. I'm feeling optimistic.